My top tips for growing on Instagram.
How you going, guys? My name is Elise DiGiovanni, mind and movement mentor and author of WTF I Can't Even Deal. Today I wanted to talk to you about my top tips for growing on Instagram. Now, have a listen to that. Let that sink in, because it's my top tips for growing on Instagram, not my top tips for growing your Instagram followers. Okay, big difference. And if you're here to grow your Instagram following, you maybe have clicked the wrong button, because I'm here to share how you as an individual can grow on Instagram with depth and personality and share the best of your experiences so that people will want to follow you instead of the pressure of you chasing people to follow you. This video is really important. And I think it's really important for young kids to see this video who are starting out on Instagram, because my number one tip to grow on Instagram, which, trust me, in turn will grow your followers on Instagram, but I will get to that later. My number one tip is don't restrict yourself to one certain genre. So if your page is all about fitness, every single post is about a fitness video, or every single post is a food pic, or every single picture is a butt pic, then you're restricting yourself and you're putting and adding pressure onto yourself to put that content out when even you don't feel like doing it, because that's what you've made your page. So don't restrict yourself to that, especially young people who are starting out on Instagram. It's a little bit harder for those who've had an Instagram page and it's all been about your butt, and now you want to add in a food pic here and there, and your followers are just like, what? Why are you adding a food pic? Where's your butt? Do you know what I mean? So if you're young and starting out on Instagram, don't restrict yourself. Show people your depth of character by your passions and what you love. You can still have this certain theme in your page, whether it's fitness or fashion or beauty or whatever that may be, but show your depth of character through different posts. That way you're not restricting yourself and placing pressure on yourself to just post a certain way. For example, post your butt, then post a quote you love, then post your butt, and then post a fitness post. By restricting yourself, you're restricting your soul's growth, and that will come out in your posts. If your vibe is unhappy and you're just pressurizing yourself to post a certain way when really you want to show everyone what an amazing day you had looking at the sunrise, but you can't post that because you've restricted yourself to a certain theme, then that's where Instagram will make you unhappy and you will get stressed and you won't be able to continue on because it'll just feel so fake to you. And that's why you see some Instagrams now, big Instagram celebrities or whoever they are, have this page of just their asses, and then under their description it says, pop over to the real me. Like, just show the real you in the first place. I know you're trying to gain these followers, and yes, an ass shot is going to gain so much more followers than a food shot, but if you start from the beginning and show a variety of yourself, then people will be more inclined to understand who the real you is. When you do post that food pic, they're like, oh, that's Elise. She loves fitness, but she also loves food and nature. Like, that's why I follow her, because she loves these things that I love. Or she inspires me because I love her lifestyle, or whatever it may be. But if I was just posting fitness video after fitness video after fitness video, you're not finding out the real me at all, because everyone has a depth of character to them. That's my number one tip, is don't restrict yourself. Tip number 2, I'm going to read this word for word because it's really important. This is what I wrote and I don't want to miss anything out. It's similar to tip number 1. Show your brain, not just your butt. Show your brain, because down the track, when you evolve and change and grow older, wiser and deeper, your followers will have a connection to your brain, not just your butt. So important, so important. And that's super handy if down the track you want to try and sell something, or you want to try and involve your business into something, what you started your page at the beginning, and you want to involve it into a business, if you're just showing them that your page is all about your butt or all about this one certain thing, then when you do try and say, hey, I've written a book about mindset, they'll be like, what? This chick's written a book about mindset? I follow her page just because her ass is good, you know? So you're going to restrict yourself in the long run by not showing your followers your depth of character and your brain and how amazing this is compared to what else you do on social media. That one's important for the young crew out there. Your brain is the sexiest thing you've got. 100%. It is the sexiest thing you've got, and I know you're going to look at me like, oh, that is such a mum thing to say, but it's so true. If you show people the real you, they will want to follow you anyway because they understand that there's more to you and a depth to you, and that's attractive. That's positivity that people are drawn to. Tip number 3, take the pressure off. The funner you have with this whole social media thing, the easier it will be to disconnect from it. The more pressure you put on yourself to check your followers, to check how many people have engaged in a post, to check how many people have disengaged or stopped following you overnight, the more pressurized and negative the vibe of your page will become, because you will only be posting to gain more followers, and that will show through your post. I've proven that fact, like myself, time and time again. Oh, I haven't posted a fitness video in a while, I'll just throw one up just because, and it gets maybe 100 likes. But when I'm like, my gosh, this is amazing, like this quote is so good, and I just have to post this to show people, and I post that, and the vibe that I put behind it, that positivity that I put behind it, brings in that many more likes and that many more followers than a post that I've just gone, nah, and it doesn't mean anything to me. You try it yourself, and I'm sure you probably have. So post with sincerity and depth and a want instead of a need. So take the pressure off. Instead, look at the number you've got and make some genuine connections with those people. Whether that's 100 followers, that's perfect. It gives you the opportunity to connect genuinely with those followers, to genuinely have a relationship with those followers, and let me tell you, those 100 followers will back you in whatever you do, compared to 100,000 followers that you may just have there gawking at you and not understanding the real you. So 100 followers who have genuine connections with you will buy your book. Those 100 people will buy your book. 1,000 followers who are just there to look at you, maybe 10 of them will buy your book if they want to go further into who you are as a person. Know this. Instagram, like all other social media accounts, will expire. It will have an expiry date. So what will that 100,000 followers mean if Instagram is kapoof, gone tomorrow? Which brings me to tip number 4, capture those genuine connections. Capture those amazing people that want to support you somewhere other than Instagram or social media. Capture them on maybe a subscribing list to an email, so you have a connection to them if all else fails, and it will. Something will go on, a new app will come out, kapoof, Instagram will be no longer. Can you imagine if it's gone tomorrow and you have no page and you have no followers, but you can email that genuine connection of your 100 followers who subscribe to your email list and say, hey, how crazy was that? Instagram's gone, but I'm so glad that I have this connection with you. Let's stay connected and send them out newsletters or whatnot. Important stuff. Number 5, don't follow trends. Don't follow the trends that are out there. Instead, do what makes you happy. Make the page how you want it to look. Post what you want to post. I see so many pages out there that say you have to have this trend, you have to have this color scheme, and it has to all match. And every 6th post you have to have this quote or a black and white photo to match in with the other one. Yeah, that looks nice and sexy and whatnot, but it's also really fake to me, because it just means that there's no genuine love going behind those posts. It's just a business, and it's just there to just, post up without anything behind it, without any vibe behind it. Like, I even see pages that are just these monotone colours, or whatever colour they choose, and they must go out to like shops or whatever and be like, oh, I love that dress. Oh wait, it's not pink, so it's not going to match in with my Instagram, or it's not going to match in with my theme on Instagram, so I won't get it. Come on, like, just be you and show the world who you are. Like, I'm all for a theme, and that's fine. If you want to have a theme on your page, that's fine. But do it how you want to do it. Don't follow all the trends. And you see it time and time again, like the Instagram stories. People are starting to like follow these certain trends of like how you're meant to present your Instagram stories. Oh, fuck it. Just be a genuine person, and people will follow you no matter what. People will either follow or they won't follow. So take that pressure off and just be you. By doing and following these tips, you may not increase your followers by 10k overnight, but you are going to increase your soul's growth and human growth by 10-fold overnight without following the norm and placing yourself in a box. And by growing your soul, others will want to know how to as well, because positivity attracts positivity, happiness attracts happiness, and genuine posting attracts genuine followers. Ding! I hope that one just really marinates in there. Free-spirited and individuality will always be more appealing in the long run. There is only so much ass and ass-kissing that people can take. So, my top 5 tips, let's just go over them quickly again so it really gets in there. Number 1, don't restrict yourself. Show the real you from the start. And as I said, if you have this fitness page and you've posted a video every single day for the last 5 years, just put a post up and say, hey guys, there's more to me than this, and from now on you're going to see a little bit more in depth. Those of you that will stick around will stick around. Those of you that won't, see you later, sayonara. Number 2, similar to number 1, show your brain, because down the track you're going to evolve, you're going to change, you're going to grow older, wiser and deeper. And your followers will have a connection to your brain and not just your butt. Important. Now that one, just quickly before I round up, that one to me was really important because I started off as Fit Mum's Motivation. A young baby, workouts at home, that was my lifestyle. But I evolved to Sweat Seeker because my child had grown up. Like, he's 5 now. He doesn't need me. I don't need to train at home because he's at school. So if I just keep posting these at-home workouts, like, yes, I still love doing them and I will do them from time to time, but I'm more than that now. Like, I've written a book and I love nature and I've changed jobs, and if I can't evolve in my social media, then how are people meant to evolve with me? And how am I meant to grow my business or my growth without changing? So don't be afraid to change. It's good, it's an important thing, and those that will follow you. Number 3, take the pressure off. Number 4, I've captured those genuine followers in an email subscription where I can connect to them if Instagram or Facebook expires tomorrow and the app disappears altogether. So that's number 4, capture your followers. Number 5, don't follow trends. Stick to what you love and what makes you happy. And be as individual and as spunky as you like, because people are attracted to unique. They're not attracted to mundane or the same. Just be you and your followers will come. Take the pressure off. And I promise you, by you growing yourself on Instagram as yourself, you're going to grow your followers. You are going to grow your followers. So I hope my top 5 tips help. Thanks guys, I hope you enjoyed, and I'd love to know what you think about this. send me a direct message or comment below. See ya!